Wolf Redeemed here, and here to bring you a cooking video for the first time ever. I am going to give a shout out to Holy Spirit Firefall and God's Girl Creations, and they taught me how to make this recipe, and I'm going to make a homemade pot pie. So here are the ingredients. First, you have the pie crust. Ready to bake pie crust. Salt, pepper, Mrs. Dash, very tasty in anything. Frozen vegetables, cream of chicken, and canned chicken. My favorite. And a mixing bowl. Now what you want to do is you want to make, in order to make this pot pie, you might want to put it on bake for 400 degrees. And you are going to put it in the oven for 40 minutes. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to show you how all this is going to be done. So, what I'm going to do first is I am going to go ahead and I am going to put the canned chicken in. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the frozen vegetables in, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to warm up the frozen vegetables and I'm going to put the cream of chicken in. And I'm going to put the salt and all that in. So let's go ahead and get started and I will show you how that is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it at that angle. And what I am going to do first is I am going to go ahead and I am going to warm up these frozen vegetables, and the way that is done is you're going to have to put it in for 6 minutes. Because that is how long it takes for them to warm up. So while those are warming up right now, we're going to go ahead and we are going to go ahead and open the canned chicken, and I am going to drain that out. So that's the first thing that you want to do, is to drain out the canned chicken. And of course, usually during this time, I always give Charlie a bite of that. And I'm going to put it in there. So as you can see, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue on letting that bake. We're going to open the cream of chicken. Now make sure that when you put it in, you get everything that's out of that can. And go ahead and get this. Get as much of it as you can out of it. So right now I still have 2 minutes left. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to crack this egg right now. And get it stirred up, because that's going to wait until I get the topping of the pie topping. So that's stirred, and as you can tell, it's stirred up. I'm going to put it here to the side. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Mix it up. Get some salt. Get some pepper. Make sure you don't put too much pepper, then you get Mrs. Dash. Now what you want to do is you want to stir that up, and man, it smells really, really good. Now, so what you want to do is you want to put this at 400 degrees, okay? That's what you want to do, and keep it at that. And you don't want to go any higher than that because you don't want it to really overcook and burn. We're going to go ahead and let the oven heat up, and then the fun part comes in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the package. And I'm going to set it there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put this in here, okay? Now you want to make sure that you have like all the sides like covered up and now, here comes the fun part, you guys. The already baked pie crust. So what you're gonna do is, when you do this, you have to be very careful, okay? Because you have to peel it back very, very, very careful. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab it. Make sure you be very, very careful, because if you don't, and you're not very careful with it, it will break, and you don't want it to break. See? And what you want to do is you want to put this over on top, and you want to flip this over. All right, so you want to make sure that you get it and it matches with, with the sidings here. So you might want to get, to where it's gets a little stubborn, but hey, it's okay. So you might want to, just go ahead and get it on there. Now you want to get a fork, okay? Because this is what's going to hold the sidings down. So what you want to do is you want to lightly, if you can, lightly push down on it, because that's what's going to keep it together. Okay, if it pokes out a little bit like it is with me, go ahead and push it back in a little bit. And you want to make sure that when you do that, do not hit the middle of the crust. And again, this will help it to stick together just like the wolf pack. And sometimes you will get see, like that, it comes off, and it'll come off with with the fork. So it might look a little messy there a little bit, so I do apologize for that. Just don't make the same mistake as me. Yeah, you might want to, again, just push it down and make sure that it sticks and it holds. Once it sticks and it holds, it ain't got no chance of coming apart, because once you put it in the oven, it's gonna stick and it's gonna cook and it's gonna stay all together. And there you go. So I might now we can go ahead and make a little design in the middle. So like for me, I am going to put I put J&J, which stands for Joe and Jane. Go ahead and get the egg. And go ahead and apply it to the top crust. And you want to make sure that you get all of it covered to where it will bake and where it'll get the crust. So don't miss no spots, because it's not going to, it may not look right if you don't get, cover it. So what you want to do, you want to paint it on there very lightly. Do not get rough with it. Do not, press or any of it, because you'll just ruin the topping of it. And as you can see, it is all covered. And there you go. So it is all covered with egg. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to put this in. And we are going to set it for 40 minutes.
One eternity later.
It is done. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. There it is. J&J. It's on there. So, what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut a slice out of it. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. So I got the piece cut. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this first piece. It might... Okay, it's falling apart a little bit. That's okay. There it is, you guys. Homemade pot pie. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna taste it and see how it is. It is hot because it just got out. It is fantastic. You can taste the Mrs. Dash in it. It is incredible. So, yeah, give this a try, you guys. It is amazing, and it's delicious. It's very easy to make, and yeah, hope you guys make it. And I do want to give a shout out to at Holy Spirit Firefall. Babe, thank you so much for sharing this, and thank you so much, and thank you, Haley, for showing me how to make this. It is incredible, and yeah, hope you guys give it a try, make it. It's very easy. So, Wolf Redeemed, out.